Going over lesson 104 today. Lesson 104 talks about improper fractions. Now, an improper fraction, I have the definition here. It's when the numerator, so that top part of the fraction, is equal to or greater than the denominator. So, for example, this 3 halves here. You have 3, which is bigger than the 2. So the numerator is bigger than the denominator. That makes it improper. The 5/4. The 5, the numerator, is greater than the 4, the denominator. 10/3. The numerator is greater than the denominator. 9/4. The numerator is greater than the denominator. 5/5. The numerator is equal to the denominator. And that one's okay because in improper fraction, it's got to be equal to or greater. Example 1. Write 13/5 as a mixed number. Draw a picture to show they are equal. So we are taking 13/5 and we need to make it a mixed number. So to make it a mixed number, we need to figure out how many whole numbers there are, and then whatever's left over or whatever remains will be the fraction, okay? So in order to find how many whole numbers there are, we need to divide. So we need to take 13 divided by 5. Five doesn't go into 1, so I'm going to see how many times it goes into 13. It goes in there twice. 2 times 5 is 10. Then we subtract. 13 minus 10 is 3. There's nothing else to bring down, so we're done. So we have a remainder of 3. So how many whole numbers were there? So we've got 2 whole numbers. So we're going to start writing our mixed number here. We've got 2, and then our fraction would be whatever's left over. So we have a remainder of 3. So that means there's 3/5 left. I got the fifths from our original fraction over here. Our denominator is 5. That's what we're dividing by. So it's 3/5. We've got that much left over. So this is our mixed number. Now we need to draw a picture to show and represent that this, in fact, does equal this. So I'm going to draw some circles here. Okay, 13/5. So I'm going to draw 2 whole circles, but I am going to put them into fifths just because we are working with fifths here. 1, 2 whole circles. I'm going to do my best to draw fifths. Okay, and then we've also got, so if these are all colored in, 2 holes, then I color in each little pie. Okay, that's 1 hole. Here's 2 holes. And then we have 3/5 left over. So I need another circle here. It's still going to be partitioned into fifths, but I only need to color in 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So does this prove that this equals 13/5? Let's double check. So if I have 13/5, that means I need to have 13 pieces. Okay, so count with me if you want. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this picture does in fact represent 13/5 and 2 3/5. Example 2. Write 10/3 as a mixed number. Draw a picture to show that they are equal. So this is the same thing that we were doing in example 1. We have to change 10/3 into a mixed number. So a mixed number, remember, that means that you're going to have a whole number with a fraction. So in order to find out the whole number in 10/3, you need to divide them. So I'm going to take 10 divided by 3. 3 doesn't fit into 1, so I'm going to try to figure out how many times it fits into 10 then. 3 times 3 is 9. When I subtract, I'll get 1. So there's a remainder of 1 here. So there are 3 whole numbers. 3 is my whole number. And then I had a 1 remainder. So my numerator is 1. My denominator is 3, which up here it's 3 too. So 3 1/3. Now we have to show a picture to prove that 3 1/3 is the same as 10/3. So I'm going to do like I did last time. I'm going to draw my whole numbers first. So I have 3 of them. I'm going to draw 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. And then because we're dealing with thirds, each circle should be broke up into thirds then. Okay. Now I'm going to color them in because I have 3 whole. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, now I have 3 holes colored in. And then I have 1/3 left. So I'm going to draw one more circle. I'm also going to divide it into thirds, but I'm only going to color in 1. Now let's prove it. If we had 10/3, let's make sure that we have 10 of them filled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Example 3. Write 12/4 as a whole number. Draw a picture to show they're equal. Now in example 1 and 2, they said that we should show the improper fraction as a mixed number. Now in example 3, they're telling us to write a whole number. So what this means is that when you divide 12 and 4, you're not going to have a remainder. So that's why it says represented as a whole number. So first we divide. So 12 divided by 4. We know this in our head is 3 because 3 times 4 is 12. So our answer here is 3. Now we have to show a picture to represent this. So I'm going to draw 3 circles because my whole number is 3. 1, 2, 3. And I am going to split them into fourths because our denominator is the 4. Now I'm going to color them all in. And as I color them in, let's count to show that it does equal 12/4. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. 4/4. 5/4. 6/4. 7/4. 8/4. 9/4. 10/4. 11/4. And 12/4. So this 3 is the same as 12/4.